Now we have put together the barrel, most of the upper, the gas block. That looks pretty darn sweet. It's like, I like the way that it felt in my hand. I really did. Hey, how's it going, everybody? I'm the AR guy, and today I have something a little bit different than what I normally do. It's not really an unboxing, but let's take a look and see what we have inside the box. This is something actually very special and true and dear to my heart that I've decided to go ahead and share with y'all here. Let me go ahead and take out the pieces of this custom-made box. All right, so let's take a look at what we have inside. All right, so there's one piece. Some people may know what this is right off the bat. So let me go ahead and lay that down right there. All right, move this off to the side. And let's see here. We have a nice wooden piece. Interesting. All right, and a nice wood stock. Some people may see this stock and instantly know what this is all about. Some good wear on it. There is a slight broken piece here up on the wood. Hopefully it's not going to affect it in any way. This one I believe was a surplus. Let me just go ahead and throw it in the frame here. As you can see, this is a US carbine and 30 cal. Focus, there you go. All right, this one actually is something that I saw and decided to go ahead and pick up in its current state. So before we go ahead and put this all together, there's a little bit I want to talk about. This is a United States military surplus rifle. This is a 30 carbine. Should have everything together ready to go. It's got a little bit of cosmoline in some spots that I see that still needs to be cleaned off. But I know the wood is something I'm going to try and take care of. So just a few things about this rifle before we get it all put together. This one does have an 18-inch barrel. Very simple in terms of its assembly. It's almost one single part with just the wood stock involved, and then a single flathead screwdriver to get it all put together. Something very cool. I see Rock-Ola on the barrel right here. 30 carbine. There's a lot of cosmoline buildup in there. You guys can see that. Or hasn't necessarily all been cleaned out yet, but I'll go ahead and take care of that here shortly and get this all nice and, as I guess you can say, as clean as possible without damaging you know, any of the original, I guess, wear and tear. I have checked out the rifling. It does look to be okay. This thing has seen some use. It's just for plinking, so I'm not too concerned about anything else. It's not going to be a defense rifle in the slightest. I have other things for that. So this is more just for fun and a piece of history that I wanted to pick up and just get my collection going a little bit bigger, and just with a few more things that you don't really see very much of. And before we move on, I want to add one more thing. I actually was able to pick this up as well. The original manual for the 30 caliber carbine going back to 1953. This one is genuine. It's got the wear, all that good stuff, like the original diagrams. Very cool stuff. I believe this thing pertains to page 77 in terms of the parts for most of what's going on here. So let me flip on down to 77. There it was. And yeah, so there you can see the trigger control and the housing group here, basically all the parts here in the breakdown. There still is some cosmoline up in here. You guys can see, I think I've showed that before, but there's a pretty good shot of it there. And it definitely needs to come on out and get cleaned up. So I just thought this was something interesting, and I'm really happy to have this on board with my rifle. So I look forward to using that while going through it and learning a lot more about it. If you guys can pick one of these up or find something like this, and if you're into that sort of thing, go ahead and do it. Anyway, moving on now. I know you're not supposed to show any installations, but I mean, come on, guys. So just go ahead and throw that like that. This slides over top, which is really neat. Let's go ahead and slide. There's a little groove this lines up with. And then what's really neat about the 30 carbine is you can slide this little piece on down, and it literally locks into place. So this one is not the let's see, I would say it's not the tightest, but obviously I do have to tighten down the bolt here to get it nice and snug, but this is obviously just a mock-up. This one does have the original bayonet lug, not in plastic like my Chiappa 22 M1 that I previewed here a while ago. Go ahead and check out that video here if you haven't already done so. Appreciate it. I do not have any magazines for it. I have to find some that are 10 rounds only here in the communist state of California, and then I can actually use this surplus rifle to something for something like plinking, going out to the range. I do see some interesting things here on the barrel. You can see that. It says Blue Sky, Arlington, Virginia. Then over top it says Rock-Ola. All right, so I'm going to have to look into this a little more. There's a stamp here that says MM0. I believe you all can see that. And yeah, so this is just a surplus, I believe, back from, I'm not sure, probably the 60s is my guess. I'm going to definitely look up the serial number to get some more info on it and go from there. So let me know what you guys think. It's my new rifle. I figured I'd show it here on the table, since in California it's a lot easier to get the standard wood stock than it is with the old scary pistol grips. So even though they have the fins on them and whatnot. But I do appreciate it. Go ahead and leave me a comment down below. I'd love to know what you guys think about this. Anybody else have a 30 carbine? I don't know, just thought it was something slightly different, and I honestly have wanted one since I got that 22 M1 from Chiappa last year. So I guess you can say mission accomplished at an excellent deal. I'm not going to talk about that, but I'm quite pleased and happy. And yeah, all right, so let me go ahead and get on that. Until next time, go ahead and check out that video if you haven't already done so. Be so kind, check out that one as well. I am the AR guy. Bam, there I am. Build your guns, stand your ground, defend your rights. Check out that one as well. And I'll see you guys in the next one.